Leo, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective love reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements where you're likely to find a message in there. Now, this could be about a past, present, or future situation, or relationship, person. It's whatever Spirit wants to bring up. So let's get into this. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for what is going on in love for Leo? Okie dokie. So the overall energy I've got is a Page of Wands. So potentially there is something here that's very, how do I put it? It's not very mature. Not necessarily saying it's immature, but it's potentially at the early stages. It suggests that there could be a lot of passion here, but it's more like a flirty kind of passion, possibly friendship. Or there's not really much depth in feelings here as an overall energy. Could have something to do with the Seven of Cups underneath, possibly somebody keeping options open, or just being a little bit confused on what it is they want. Now, looking at the energies out here. So in your particular energy, I've got a Knight of Swords. So it's suggesting to me that you do want to charge ahead and you want to communicate with someone. It very much looks like you're ready to take action towards something and move towards someone. Let's get some clarity on what this Knight of Swords is. It could potentially be aggressive or explosive kind of communication that you want. Whatever it is, your person's got the guard up. Now, these two cards can be swapped around. This one's supposed to be you, this one's supposed to be your person, but swap them around if you see fit. Whatever resonates for yourself. What's this Knight of Swords, Spirit? It looks like it could be a message of love. I've got a Page of Cups there. It is looking as though it could be the beginning of something. Maybe you're wanting to start something. Could even be a heartfelt apology that you're wanting to go and communicate with someone. Let's get some more cards. Got a Page of Swords. So you may have been sitting there watching and waiting for a while, deciding what it is that you want to say, and trying not to necessarily miscommunicate. Maybe there's been people that have been gossiping around you. You do have a Two of Wands here, so it does suggest to me that you are on the lookout for a particular partnership, potentially waiting for somebody to come towards you, something that you can see being successful. It may be that you've already spoken to them, or you're just anticipating that they will very much take you up on whatever this offer of love is potentially, or this apology is. Like I say, in your person's energy, they've got a Nine of Wands. So they're feeling very, very guarded about something. They are trying their hardest not to get hurt. This particular Nine of Wands, I mean, they've got a massive shield in front of them, you know, absolutely determined not to let anything in at the minute. So it does look as though they've been quite hurt and they're trying to protect themselves. Now, it could also be that they're just trying to protect other people from them. Got a Six of Cups, so something in the past is what they're defending themselves from. So that could very well, but they may already know you. It feels to me like you already know them, and maybe I'm not saying that you've hurt them, but you may have known of something that's happened in the past. Yeah, they've let their guard down previously and been burnt massively. but I feel like you've known them for some time. You may even have children with them if you have been with this person in the past. The Six of Cups is usually about past relationships, reconciliation potentially, knowing people from the past, children. To me here, it feels like you know this person. I don't know whether or not you've been the person that's burnt them, but it feels to me like they are willing to open up a little bit to you and they want to share the burden, but they are still stuck in some sort of cycle. We've got a world in the reverse here. So potentially they've let things go in the past, open themselves up, they've been hurt, and they haven't yet finished the healing from it. With that world in the reverse, it does suggest that they are still very stuck at the moment. Now, how you're feeling about this as a relationship, I've got the Hermit in the reverse. This is suggesting to me that you're not together at the moment and that you do feel that both of you are a bit lonely, or at least one of you is feeling lonely here. It could be that both of you are in isolation and you're not currently together. You have got a lot of nines out here as well, by the way. You've got Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and a Nine of Pentacles here. So if you're seeing a lot of reoccurring numbers out there, signs and synchronicities, it's usually that Spirit's got a little bit of a message for you to help keep you on the easier road. I say on the easier road, on the right. What they say is the right road. What would feel like the straight and narrow kind of thing, more the moral highway, I should say. What's this Hermit in the reverse? Yeah, there's been a lot of heartbreak here. I've got a Five of Cups. Somebody's definitely healing. Somebody's been going through some grief, trying to come out of it, potentially feeling lonely because of grief. I've got Death in the reverse here. So there's been some sort of drawn out ending, some drawn out transition. That could very well be what your person's dealing with this world in the reverse. It is very much, the closing of one door, the opening of another, but it is just very slow and it is draining. We've also got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, suggesting that it's not the right time yet for this as a potential relationship. Somebody is still in a negative karma cycle or they haven't finished learning a lesson just yet. And then I've got the Three of Swords, a lot of heartbreak. Now, what that heartbreak is, it could be anything. It could be the death of a loved one. It could be a loss of a job. It could be a breakup. I don't know what this heartbreak is, but somebody is feeling it a lot. There's a lot of grief here. There's a lot of endings. It could potentially have something to do with literally an ending of something, especially with that death card there. But yeah, there's a lot of loneliness here, a lot of isolation, a lot of loneliness, and a lot of sorrow. It does feel like there's a lot of sorrow here. It could very well be that somebody is just feeling very lonely and sorrowful about an ending of a relationship. Maybe one, you or them, I'm not sure. I've got a feeling it's them because of that Nine of Wands, that they're very much. I mean, it could be that you're seeing them grieving and you're seeing them lonely going through this. Now, in your challenge, you've got a Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, which is very much coming out of being dependent on someone. Your challenge is to not rely on people, be more independent. Now, that challenge can also relate to them as well. It could be that they've been in a codependent relationship and there needs to be some sort of independence going on here. Now, the Nine of Pentacles could also suggest that when it's in the reverse, it could be that a lack of finances could be a bit of an issue as well. Let's get clarity on this Nine of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Now, I have heard other people say as well that the Nine of Pentacles can also mean coming out of being single. because the Nine of Pentacles can be seen as a single and independent card. So in the reverse, it's like you don't have to be on your own kind of thing. So, I mean, that can be relevant to some people, but I feel it's more to do with codependency, I'll be honest. I've got a Two of Cups here. So very much about a partnership, but I have a Tower in the reverse. So it's learning something about partnerships, potentially learning to be independent. I've got that Knight of Swords again, but this time it's in the reverse. So communication is also a bit of an issue, especially aggressive communication and miscommunication. Not necessarily jumping to conclusions could be a bit of an issue here as well. I've got a Ten of Wands in the reverse, putting down big, heavy burdens, sharing the load. So it could very well be that something to do with if you want this happy couple, yes, you need to stop necessarily being so independent and potentially share your feelings, share the burden. I've got here an Eight of Wands and a Page of Pentacles, both in the upright, very much communicating, moving fast. Communicating is the big thing I'm seeing here, not miscommunicating either. Strategic, fast movement, and then the Page of Pentacles, learning skills as you're going along. Very much learning about how to do things. So if you don't know how to do something, this is very much having that plan, having the what you want to do. It's also about giving a tangible gift of something as well. This could be somebody giving you some sort of tangible gift. It could be you giving them a tangible gift. I've got a feeling it's more you giving something because over here you're very much the one giving. So possibly you giving some sort of tangible gift, sharing something, very much communicating, sharing burdens here. It could be that your person needs to be the one sharing some sort of burden with you because they obviously are keeping their cards close to their chest here, not necessarily wanting anyone in. But yeah, this tower here is suggesting that there are certain foundations that or beliefs that might need to change. Um, it is only a tower in the reverse, so it's something that's going to change over time. And I feel like that's about the opening up and talking and communicating, getting on the same page. If it's something where you didn't necessarily communicate properly before, the reason why I'm saying you is because you've got communication cards. Your person doesn't seem to have much communication. You know, they've got cups, they've got emotions, they've got passion. You've got communication all over the place. Yes, you've got cups, and yes, you've got passion, but you've also got two communication cards. So to me, the communication looks like it's coming from yourself. Um, I mean, it could just be both of you, let's face it. But I feel like when you start opening up, when there's communication starts, that things are going to move fast once that communication starts to open up. And hearing the outcome, when you get over whatever this Nine of Pentacles is for you, we've got a Six of Wands. So success, triumph, seeing people for what they're worth, popularity. I'm assuming popularity with the person. I mean, it could be popularity in general. I mean, we did have that, Seven of Cups underneath. I don't feel like that's quite what that Six of Wands is, but you never know. Could be that you become popular with the in-laws. I feel like it's more just a card of success, to be honest, or at least seeing somebody for their worth. Let's get some clarity. What's this Six of Wands? So moving away from betrayal, this could be self-betrayal as well. Doesn't have to be personal betrayal, but if somebody's been betrayed, it means they're going to be moving forward. There's a lot of hope here. There's a lot of movement with the Ten of Swords. It then goes back to the Ace, so it's a new cycle. Whatever it is, there's an end to a cycle here. We do have ends of cycles all over the place. The Ten of Wands, the World, So it does look as though a cycle is going to be closing out. We do have the Hermit in the reverse, so somebody could still be feeling a little bit lonely in isolation, but we also have a Magician. So it doesn't tell me that they're going to be lonely for long, especially with that Six of Wands. It's suggesting to me that whoever might be feeling this bit of loneliness with that Hermit in the reverse is potentially manifesting a new start, something that they want, something that they can get. And it's also a card of action. The Magician makes things happen by doing things to make it happen. He's got all the tools and he's got all the knowledge that he needs, and he will just make it happen. You know, wave his magic wand and it works, kind of thing. But he's very much a doer. He's a physical doer. He's the person that will do it and will make it happen. So, yeah, it does suggest to me that somebody here is very much going to be making things move forward. So, whoever is feeling a little bit lonely isn't going to be lonely for long. Now, the energies we've got out here, there's a good chunk of Virgo with those two hermits. We've also got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We have got Virgo, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What else have we got? Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and then, do you know what? We've got everything out here. What am I talking about? Everyone's out. Let's get you some astrology cards to see if we can narrow it down a little bit to a few. Now, obviously, your person doesn't have to be any particular sign. It's just extra confirmation for anyone that needs it. We've got Leo here. So you could be dealing with a fellow Leo. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You know, Leo and Capricorn seem to be very popular whenever I'm using these at the minute. They even fall out on me when I'm not doing readings. So maybe Leo and Capricorn has something to do with me, but it's coming out for you as well. I know a couple of Leos and I know a couple of Capricorns and Aquarius. I know Aquarius is too. Look, another Leo. So Aquarius is my son. Leo is my best friend and my ex as well. Capricorn's my little sister. What else we got jumping out? I've got Cancer, Scorpio, and Libra. So yeah, could be any of those for you. If not, don't worry about it. If the message resonated, then it resonated. Let's get you some romance oracles to see if there's any other messages Spirit wants to give. Oh, by the way, I'm Virgo. There's Virgo all over this Leo read. Weird, weird. Right, so separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Let's get you one more. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Leo. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscription button. And if you press that notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Thank you to all of you that have already subscribed. It is greatly appreciated. It helps the channel grow and helps pass those messages on. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching and good luck.